Hey guys, what's going on? This is Roy Yellow with KittyBit, and we are here to talk about an item that is very immediately necessary in Scrap Mechanic that I had a little difficulty finding at first, so I figured maybe someone out there might have the same questions I did, and that's beeswax. So, for beeswax, where do you find it? Well, let's head on out here in the shop. My first thought was, of course, let's check the trees or, bushes, that kind of thing. But no, it's not any of those. You're actually looking for large rocks, really tall ones, like that one there in the distance. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick walk over there, and I will show you what we're looking for. All right, so as you can see, we've come up to these tall rocks. They do appear on some of the shorter rocks. I've got an example of that later on. But as you can see, we are not looking for basic hornets or for the basic bee nests like you're used to in trees. They're actually on the sides of rocks. So how do we get to these though? Because a lot of them are in really high places. Of course, the answer is going to be your lift. Hop onto your lift and hit up on your arrows. Lift yourself up. Break these bad boys. You actually get quite a few beeswax out of each one of these. Now, if there is one higher than where you can actually jump to, like once I raise the lift here, I can't quite jump up onto that rock. So one thing you can do is if you select your other lift, go to where you can just see a little bit of the lip beneath you. So when you drop it, you'll actually fall straight onto it because it's going to eliminate your first lift. It's going to remove it out from under your feet. So make sure you have one kind of set up under you so you don't just fall into nothing. Also, never underestimate the reach of your hammer. Your hammer can reach quite a ways, and you can also pick things up from quite a distance. All right, so for those of you who are just looking for the location, that's pretty much it right there. That's how you find them. If you want to go find them, look around on your own, then you can pretty much stop the video here. For those who are looking for a decent spot near the garage in the beginning, where you can actually farm these guys and their beeswax, then stay tuned for just 1 sec, and I'll show you my spot where I go for them. All right, so back at the garage, where you can see the garage on the side where you can see the house and this sign. If you'll just head straight on down the street. I think I ran into like one bot while doing this, but it's not very far from the garage. If you've got a car, it's quite a bit faster. I just didn't want, since this is kind of a guide intended for folks who may just be starting the game, most likely haven't made themselves a car yet, then I wanted to show you on foot. That way you know exactly where the foot is, or where you can get to on foot, because, yeah, going by car might be a little confusing if you're not used to driving. So you'll take a right at that big tree back there, and then you'll see this dilapidated warehouse. Just stick to the right of it and pretty much a straight beeline through this field here. As far as the beeswax is concerned, I was actually really confused on this. Like, I couldn't figure out exactly what it was in the beginning, and then I was just dumbfounded when I couldn't find it in trees. I was chopping down every tree left and right. So once you get to this street here, you can see there's some tall rocks off in the distance there, but that's a little bit out of our way. We're going to go left instead. There's these rocks here, and if you turn left here, this is the example I was talking about earlier of a short rock. You won't need a lift to get to this rock. And there's usually, I think there's 3 or 4. As far as respawn rates, the bees tend to respawn quite fast. Seems to be every other day they'll be back, maybe every day. So whenever you're needing beeswax, come on back through here and take a look. As you can see, there's a lot of rocks through this area. You'll see there's lots of different spots where you can go after the beeswax. So pretty much just walk around each of the rocks. Not every single tall rock is going to have them, though. As you can see, there's a little bit of there's another set on that rock over there. Now, my last tip to you is going to be, sometimes you're going to find the nests are actually going to be on a rock, but out over water. Don't let that dissuade you, though. You can just as easily pop your lift on the side of a cliff. even in the water. So as you'll see here, just gonna drop the lift right here at the bottom, hop onto it. We'll just go straight up to it, and boom, you've got your beeswax. So as you can see, you get tons of this stuff, so it's not hard to farm at all. So just whenever you need it, get out there after it. And guys, hope this helped you out. Hope you have a good time playing Scrap Mechanic. I've only just begun it, and I've had a few questions myself, and as I answer them myself, I'm gonna be making some videos. So if you liked the video and they helped you out, feel free to throw us a like and stick around for future videos. Outside of that, what we do ask for around here, though, is if it's within your means, consider adopting or rescuing an animal. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. You can also Google your local animal rescue and adoption options near you. If you can't bring an animal home with you due to allergies, living conditions, what have you, there's plenty of ways you can help those animals in need, such as consider donating your time or money and other resources to local shelters and charity organizations related to animal welfare. So if you've got love to show, love to give, there's plenty of ways to show it, plenty of ways to give it, and there's plenty of animals out there, unfortunately, who could use that love. So speaking of love, I love you guys, and remember, buy your fun, not your fam. Adopt, don't shop, and we'll see you next time, mechanics. Take care.